and then go live on, I think we're live now. I'm assuming we're live. Although, no, is it doing anything? What's it doing? There it goes. Okay, preparing to, yeah. If we got the pop-up, then
Yeah, it
we're
means
live.
it's working. Good morning.
Good morning. So I'm waiting for just one more second to see if I can find the button really quick so we don't get the echo. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I got some fantastic coffee this morning.
Oh, that you made yourself, that you brewed yourself. Yeah,
Oh, I do that every morning, but this is
that's
this
so
is
fun.
this is very special because
That's fun. That's good. It's good that you treat yourself to good
yeah,
coffee every morning. It's your
I went
self-care.
I went I met my friend Nancy for coffee at Metropolis Coffee, which is downtown, and
Downtown Denver.
downtown Denver. And on the way out, I decided I was going to get because I needed some coffee at home, and so I got a bag of their special roast. It's about
Wow,
3 times the price of the supermarket stuff, but this
nice,
is
nice.
Ethiopian, and it has like tasting notes on it. It says you should
Mm.
taste peach and jasmine and
Oh, wow.
lemon, and I'm
Oh, wow.
maybe,
Talking, that's fun. Talking about that, I think we had that conversation offline yesterday, and I kind of want to bring it up. I think I told you that I drink coffee, and I always drank my coffee on regular, black, no flavor,
uh,
and no milk or anything, just black, regular. And I've done that I'm turning 45 next month. And so I was at my friend Jenny's, and she had the only coffee she had was flavored coffee.
oh, okay.
So I tried the hazelnut because there was like vanilla, and I'm like, vanilla in coffee, it's sweet. So I went for the hazelnut coffee and I loved it. And guess what I'm drinking?
You're drinking hazelnut coffee, so you
Mhm.
converted. But
So
are you adding sugar or cream or
I
anything
don't
to
add
it?
anything. I don't
Just
like
straight.
sweets. But the point there is that it just dawned on me that because we're afraid of change, because we're comfortable in something we've been doing for so long,
Hmm.
we miss out on great things in life.
That's true.
So
Yeah,
it
that's
taught
true.
me to be bolder, to try different things, and you might end up liking them more than what you're actually currently doing, not
Yeah,
to be
the
perfect.
lesson of hazelnut.
Of hazelnut coffee.
Yeah.
So now it's one of my favorite. I love it.
I was actually last night as I was being with myself, I thought in terms of it's fall, it's a new season, so what do I want to do for fall? What changes do I want to make? And one of the things that came up for me is coffee. Maybe I limit myself to 1 or 2 cups, or maybe
Mm.
I eliminate it entirely. I can't remember if it was you and I or somebody else talking about maybe I do butter in it
Oh, that's
or
a
coconut
bullet
oil or something like
bulletproof
that.
coffee. I
Yeah.
mean, I have my thought on that. But just to come back to what you're saying, so I wonder what would be the intention behind limiting yourself to 1 or 2 coffees or adding something. What's the intention? What do you want? Do you just want to
Oh,
change for a change? Do you want more health? What's the intention
oh,
behind
that's
the
actually
change?
a really good question. What I want, I'm sorry, I'm playing with my video because I'm looking at myself and I'm going out of focus.
I can see that in your eyes, but anyway.
Yeah, you see
In
that
your
it's
eyes that are not, yeah, I can see that
well,
you're busy with something else.
yeah,
James, be present.
yeah. I one of the thoughts about it was that it becomes so much part of my ritual every day that it becomes kind of a buffer. Brooke Castillo talks about buffering it's a way for me to avoid what I really want to be doing because it's like, oh, I'm not ready because I haven't had enough coffee, or the thing I need now is another cup of coffee before I collect my thoughts and actually do something. That and just maybe I could see how my body responds and my mind responds
Mhm.
with a little less caffeine in my life.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's good. So, I mean, that's not good or bad. I just understand because at some point, I thought about stop drinking coffee too. And then I think it's important to have an intention. So I asked myself, what is it doing for me now? Why would I change?
mhm.
What would I gain? What are my goals? And I ended up choosing to keep on drinking coffee because it's a pleasure,
Yeah, it is a pleasure.
self-care.
I agree.
Um, if it's a pleasure and it's not nocif, that's a French word, it's not hurting my health. What's the English
Mhm.
word for that? It's not
Hurting, I don't know,
the health.
harmful
In
to.
French, we say nocif, but yeah, for some reason the word is not coming to me. But yeah, I said in everything you do, there is an intention, there is a purpose. You can change because you can say, okay, every week, every month, I'll change my morning routine, or you can choose to say having coffee in the morning is part of my little pleasures. And if it
Mhm.
prevents you from being, if the day you don't have it, you're crazy, maybe you're becoming dependent. And
Right,
now, and
right.
you can see ways to not be dependent. But what I have noticed is that some days I don't, like, this is my first coffee. I woke up pretty early. I was up around 5, and I didn't need my coffee. Sometimes I can
Mm,
go till 10, 11 without having it. And I feel like I'm not addicted to it. And sometimes I drink also the decaf, or sometimes I drink my tea. I start
mhm,
with a cup of tea. And oh, the best thing that I do when I'm in France, my best friend Amina, that I'm going to see in 2 weeks, since I'm going to France for 2 weeks, her mom, we were there last summer, and her mom in the morning looks at me doing my Nespresso, and she's like, "Oh, you're drinking coffee in the morning. It's so bad. Come here." And then she chopped some ginger for me,
mhm, mhm,
ginger, and then lemon, and then she put it like on a teapot, and then added water, and
mm,
said, "Drink that in the morning. It's gonna give you energy and cleanse you." And actually, it was amazing. So I've done it. I continued doing that all the time. I was in Paris. When I came back, maybe I kept it up for a few months, and I stopped doing it. I wonder why I stopped doing it, but I was feeling very good, like not having coffee first thing in the morning, but having hot water with lemon and ginger.
mm.
And it was
Okay.
it was very good. And yeah, so I just love my friend's mom. And yeah, she that's community. They are my community there in France. Just love it.
Yeah. I'm gonna have another sip of this because,
Of your coffee.
yeah,
What are
and
you thinking now?
well,
What are
just
your thoughts?
in terms of what we are beginning to talk about is daily routines that we have and
Mhm.
questioning whether we want to continue on that same daily routine or whether we want to change it a little bit or whether we want to eliminate something or whether we want to
Yeah.
um
Can I say something? I think
yeah,
it's conscious awareness. You know,
yeah,
our values, when I say live by, it's being aware. I'm not just letting life happening to me. I'm not just living my life as a robot. It's being aware and conscious of what you're doing, the choice you're making, and
mhm,
how your daily life is
mhm.
unfolding.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of another Brooke Castillo thing because she talks about uh the phone, which we're all very much addicted to
Who,
anymore.
me? No, you.
And she says, I want my phone to, how does she put it? I want my phone to be at the effect of me. I don't want to be at the effect of my phone. So I want to make a conscious choice when I pick it up
Yeah.
and use it for my purposes rather than having it use me for its purposes.
How is she doing at that? How is she succeeding?
But that's a good question. If we're talking about her and maybe I've followed her podcast. I've listened to every single episode, so I kind of
I love her
know
too.
the track. I know that she, uh, maybe a couple of months ago or over the summer, she did an experiment with her kids and some of their friends where she was going to get on social media as a personal account.
Yeah, I think
And
she
I
opened her Instagram.
and
Yeah.
Instagram. Yeah, and I didn't follow it, so I don't know
Hmm.
what she's like on it. And I'm sort of cynical. It's like, well, she has her kids curating it and running it for her, so that's a different thing than running it yourself, I guess.
Yeah, I think she's running it herself. I think I've listened to that episode, and I think what she was saying is to be, I think, and I like that episode because she was talking about gratification, immediate gratification. Was it that, like saying in the long term, say to delayed, no, not immediate delayed gratification.
Right.
So the importance of doing some things, knowing that the result is going to come later, and you're patient doing it because the result you're gonna have is going to be much more than what you have. And the lesson that I learned or I heard when I listened to that podcast is that it's effort over time. It's good to
Yes.
know that you can
Yeah.
either choose to make $500 today on something, or continue to build on it and earn an
Like
I don't know
$500,000. Yeah.
$500,000
Yeah.
later if you're
Yeah.
patient and if
Yeah.
you're consistent, right? So I saw effort over time and I saw consistency, not to give up.
Yeah. One of the things that, to add on to that, one of the things that I've found myself having to wrestle with is like with the instant gratification. It's because maybe I'm thinking I'll feel a different way than I feel now if I have that instant gratification. But the trick is to love the process. Like for
Yeah.
me and I think for you too. I'm at the start of my coaching business. So how do I love that process as much as, or maybe even more than now as I would 2 years from now, let's say, when it's a different experience, when I'm making a lot of money and I have a program and I'm really into marketing to a lot of people, and the process of putting out a lot of content and maybe starting to do paid marketing rather than organic marketing. So how do I say to myself right now, in 3 years, I'm going to look back and say, man, that was the best time. That was the best time.
Yeah.
And I think right now for me, just in the past couple of weeks, especially when I've been noticing, that idea of how is today the best day?
Yeah.
How is today the best day ever? It's like, yeah, those were really good. Those are really good times. And I'll just give you one example, like this webinar thing I was doing. So I didn't promote it at all. I think I got one person.
Masterclass yesterday. How did it go? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is I had one person sign up and they weren't there live, so I'm send them the replay. But I decided, well, I can get down on myself and I can be disappointed in myself because I didn't promote it, and I can, if I want, pull the plug on it and not do it. I could do all that. I could, I could spend that hour that I blocked out to do it, sitting around feeling disappointed in myself because I didn't promote it the way I wanted to promote it, or I could just do it. And so I just did it, and that made it the best day ever, because it's something that I've been working on. I have talked about this a lot with my coach, and I've been thinking about it a lot, and I mentioned it a lot to maybe we've talked about it too, but the idea that when I'm alone, I silence my voice. Right? When I'm alone, I don't speak out loud. So if I'm alone here and you weren't on the other end of the line, I would be just in my head.
Yeah.
And what I'm realizing is that I want to change that. So I'm like Steve Hardison says, if you can't be you no matter what, you'll never be you no matter what. So I need to be me. I'm going to be me, even when no one is around.
Yeah. So that's authenticity, and it's part of my values too. And I want to come back to what you were talking about, enjoying the process and
Yeah.
not trying hard. Personally, I am at a place of inner peace. I have an inner peace that surpasses all understanding. And that's new. That's new to me. This new way of being and not being attached to a result. I'm not
Right.
attached to the outcome.
Right. Yeah.
Because with authenticity and what I'm doing now, like I said, I believe that this is my purpose in life. So I switch my mindset to trying hard to just being. So I am enjoying the process. I'm enjoying spending this podcast with you, this
Yeah.
live. I'm enjoying having conversations with people, and I've
Yes.
a few clients, and this is me. So consistency is key because I believe in action. I believe in taking action. I think that things happen because we take action.
Yep.
But
Oh,
if we
for sure.
remain in our
For sure.
head, things are not going to
Yeah.
happen. So I think my thing is you keep being you keep doing you, and look at things happening, unfolding in your life. So I am personally enjoying the process very much. And you said that that's part of your principles, be observer of your thoughts.
Yes. Right.
And
That's
I am observer of my thoughts
yeah.
too.
The more I think about it, with that idea, the idea of you are not your thoughts, you are separate from your thoughts, and you are the loving observer of your experience. The more I think about that, the more I think about that. Not that it's one of the ideas, it's the idea.
Yeah, it's
Right?
the
Yeah.
idea. I agree.
This is this is the secret sauce to
Yes.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So will you say your things again? So you are not your thought, and then you have be an observer of your thoughts, and then you have the time is now, I think. I'm thinking of
Yeah.
your
So I'll go through them again.
your gospel of transformation.
Gospel
I
of
like
transformation.
it.
I had some push when I introduced that in my Toastmasters group. There was some, well, it was only one guy,
The
but he just
Christian
pushed, but
people, maybe.
watch out for gospel. And it's like,
Because
well,
Jesus is the only way.
yeah. But so the principles in the order, I'm out of focus now.
Yes, you are.
I
You're
might want to
distracted today, James.
well, no, maybe
You
so,
are,
but yeah, this the webcam sometimes it will, I don't know. It's not my favorite. Maybe I'll try it with a laptop camera sometime. But anyway, so yeah, I was distracted. I was going to say you distracted me, but you didn't distract me. I had a distracting thought because the camera was out of focus.
Yeah, you are causing the matter. That's another subject, but you're 100% responsible of what happens to you. Okay,
So anyway,
your gospel of transformation.
yeah. So your thoughts create your results, and the second one is you are not your thoughts.
Yep.
And the third is practice is the entire point. The fourth is that the right place is here, the right time is now. So that would be presence. And then the fifth is who you're being is everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and I don't want to say it's the framework, right? I want to say it's a framework because there's so many.
You can put everything in it. You can put, I think it's good to have, to know the angle in which you create, right? So these are your guides, I like to say your signposts.
Yes.
And so everything you live is around those values, right?
Yes.
Like me, when I say authenticity, unconditional love, loving kindness, self-care, and conscious creation, everything that I do,
it's based around one of those ideas.
Am I being authentic? Am I being myself?
Yep.
Am I being loving towards myself? Am I loving the other person no matter what, right? Am I taking care of myself so that, am I filling my cup so that I can help others? And am I aware of what I'm doing? what am I creating purposefully, being conscious. So everything else, we can talk about trauma, and I can look at trauma, with those lenses.
Right, through the
Based on
through that
those
lens.
things, what
Yeah.
do I do? How do I reach out to people? How do I help them based on those values? So,
Mhm.
and that's also the principles, the values of my coaching. When yesterday I had a wonderful coaching conversation with an absolutely fabulous lady. And it was very powerful because she had a lot of breakthrough during our conversations.
That's all. That's the way.
And
That's the way you want it
that's
to
the way
be. Yeah.
she realized that she was the cause in the matter, meaning she decides to do things. She said, for example, I am not organized. And I said, do you realize the power that you're giving? You
Yeah.
said you are building up yourself or tearing yourself down. I said, I am are the two most powerful words you can ever use in your life. So
Yeah.
I said, whenever you
that. I
say I
like that. I
am,
like
and
that.
what follows that, your mind is working to prove yourself true.
Because your
So how
thoughts
about
create your
you say,
results.
I am organized?
Yeah.
And then
Right.
how do an organized person
Yep. Exactly.
acts?
Yeah.
It will pick up after herself, will wash a dish after they use it,
Yeah.
so if you put yourself already in the mindset, I am organized, then you will act as an organized person. But if you're telling yourself, oh, I am disorganized, you will keep on being disorganized. So the power is in you.
Yeah, because your brain will follow the instructions you give it,
And we want to make you true. It doesn't want to make any effort, right? Anyway. So so what are you up to today? I think our time is up. I have an exciting journey ahead of me. How about you?
flag football. That's really cool. So I don't have anything on the schedule today.
That's fun. Open
Yeah,
page.
I know last week I did some hiking, and that was cool. I don't know if I'll drive up into the mountains today. I might deliberately use this time to create
That's wonderful.
something that makes it easier for me to
That's good.
get through next week, because schedule wise it's going to be similar
I'm sure.
to this
I
week.
love that you have your day, though you can decide, because as a mom of 3 kids and being a single mom now, it's I'm happy that I'm taking a week to be in Paris beginning of October, so that I can just focus on me. I love my children. I'll miss them, and I'm already crying because I'm going, but it's going to be so good for me. And so I go there to feel myself with my friends. I'll celebrate my birthday there.
Oh, when's your birthday?
October 7th.
October 7th.
Mhm.
That's good
And
to
I'll
know.
come back, filled with love and creation and possibilities, and be ready to spread it on my children and the people I love and my clients and you, my friend, and everyone else. Yeah.
Sounds fantastic. So I don't know, I'll let you know
What you are up to today. Yes. Do something fun.
I strive to make everything fun.
Fun.
That was another track to run on that I used to have that as my email signature. I gave a speech about it a long time ago. If it's not fun, I'm not doing it.
It's not worth doing.
Yeah, if it's not fun, I'm not doing it.
I'm learning to be fun too. And I think we talked about that yesterday.
Well, I'm gonna stop the live stream.
Okay. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Okay. Whoops, I stopped it before you said that. Completely bad.
No way.
Let's
Okay, no
stop
problem.